weeks on from Catalonia, we move on to Germany. It's the Sachsenring for the halfway stage of the year. 9 down, 11 to go. After this, we'll be through the halfway stage of the season. Fabio Quartararo, despite only winning 2 races this year, is the championship leader by quite a margin. The German Grand Prix this weekend will mark the halfway stage of the year. Netherlands next weekend takes us to the summer break before 5 weeks off before a run through Great Britain, Austria, San Marino, Aragon complete the European stage of the season. The flyaways begin with Japan, Thailand, Australia, Malaysia before it's back to Europe for the season finale on the 6th of November in Valencia. Okay, let's take a look then at what happened in the qualifying hour for the German Grand Prix. And the green light is on at the end of the pit lane, and away we go for qualifying for the 2022 German Grand Prix for MotoGP. Out in this first session, Andrea Dovizioso, Stefan Bradl, Franco Morbidelli, Enea Bastianini, Ralph Fernandez, Brad Binder, Darren Binder, Polo Espargaro, D'Antonio, Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez, Gardner and Oliveira as well. 15 minutes, around about a 1:30 lap run out, 1:20 lap time as well. We're looking at about 3 runs each out there on the circuit. This is going to be something fun and exciting to see as well. So first time's done then on the board, and it's Fabio D'Antonio, 1:23.07. Polo Espargaro second, 1:20.703. So exactly the same number reversed there for D'Antonio and Polo Espargaro. Bezzecchi third, just outside of it. Marquez, Bastianini, Bradl, Morbidelli, Gardner, Binder, Oliveira, Binder, Fernandez and Dovizioso. That's Brad in 11th and Darren in 9th as things stand. But this is getting very close. All the riders now blocking each other on the left-handers. 10 to the left, 3 to the right. It's incredibly difficult to get right. And now we're all coming back to the pit lane, getting going again, and out on their second run. That was 2 laps complete. Now it's time for their third run in about 2-3 minutes' time. 3, 2, 1, checkered flag is out. Who's gone the fastest then here in qualifying? One big one there for Oliveira trying to control the back of the bike. Bezzecchi fast in the first sector, 17.874, looks good, sliding, and the nerves are out there at the Mooney VR46 team as well. I'm not surprised, that's 0.3 of a second. Bezzecchi's already through, but that's a surprise. Not that of anybody else. Bastianini again struggling out there in this part of the qualifying as they hurtle back down. Bastianini's going to start 17th in this race as things currently stand. That is absolutely insane. You would not have predicted that. As they come out, Bastianini is 17th. I don't believe it. He's taking the checkered flag. That's it. Game over for Enea Bastianini. Here we go again then for Polo Espargaro down the hill into the last 2 corners. Turn 12, predictably, left-hander. Turn 13, a left-hander as well. Uphill the last corner as well. Pol's going to have to run it uphill towards the line. Can he get through to the next part of qualifying? Can he beat Bezzecchi or D'Antonio? The gap is 10th. He misses out by 4 thousandths of a second to Bezzecchi. A 1:20.604. Bezzecchi was a 1:20.6. 4 thousandths, and there's a yellow as Oliveira has run it wide off the track. That affects Ralph Fernandez's teammate. So it is going to be Fabio D'Antonio and Marco Bezzecchi going through to the next part of qualifying, and losing out on their positions is Polo Espargaro 13th, Miguel Oliveira 14th, Brad Binder 15th, Alex Marquez 16th, Enea Bastianini 17th, Stefan Bradl 18th, Andrea Dovizioso 19th, Franco Morbidelli starts 20th, Remy Gardner at 21st, Ralph Fernandez 22nd, and Darren Binder in 23rd. But Enea Bastianini is 17th. Very unusual Q1 here from the German Grand Prix. And the green light is on at the end of the pit lane, and away we go for the next part of qualifying. This is it then, Q2, the all-important session that will decide exactly who will be in pole position. Johan Zarco, Luca Marini, Maverick Vinales, Fabio Quartararo, Takaki Nakagami, Johan Mir, Aleix Espargaro, Jack Miller, Fabio Di Antonio, Francesco Bagnaia, Michael Pizzecchi, and Jorge Martin. The riders heading out there on the circuit as well. First run's complete then, and it is a Ducati 1-2-3, Bagnaia 1:20.098, Miller second, Martin third. They've locked out the front row of the grid then, the Ducatis, exactly what they needed to do. Aleix Espargaro goes in a fourth place at the moment, Marini fifth, Di Antonio sixth, Zarco seventh as well. Quartararo has had his lap time deleted, can only now cross the line, go sixth on a 1:24.77. Time to be improved. Did he get stopped? The right wheel came so far off the ground, and somehow he's made that first corner. Quartararo really pushing it out there as well, but it looks like it's Bagnaia who could be on top here after his crash in Catalonia. He needs to come back fighting here in Germany. And a brand new pole position lap record for Peppo Bagnaia, a 1:19.931 on the board. Miller stays in second place with less than 3 minutes left on the clock as well. Aleix Espargaro looking good for maybe the front row. Bagnaia's pulled out 0.2 of a second, 0.223 out there. So there is improvements to be found. Let's see if we can find them. Let's see if they've got the pressure and they've got the push as well as they come up through the first couple. Out of the last corner comes Aleix Espargaro. Fires it towards the line on the Aprilia. Can he get front row? Middle of the front row, second place. 1:20.120. He's 2/10 down, but that's still a good time. Fabio Quartararo out of the last corner. He's a 10th down at the moment. Can he get in the middle of the front row? Yes, he can. Second place for Quartararo. 1:20.093. Fabio Di Antonio went third. So he's quicker than ahead of Miller. But still, now it's Bagnaia, Quartararo, Aleix Espargaro, Di Antonio. Quartararo again then across the line, second fastest, 1:20.007, 76 thousandths off the pace of Bagnaia. He's got another run, but he's got Mir just ahead of him now. If that's going to cause any traffic, then it's going to cause a lot of problems. This is absolutely barnstorming stuff here for MotoGP sessions. Yellow turn one, Nakagami. Oh, now come on. You've really got to question, is Nakagami good enough? And that's going to stop everybody else's lap times. Nakagami then has crashed out, so everyone who's starting a lap won't get it. Let's see who's going to have it at the back as the checker flag is out now. All down to Miller, sixth at the moment. Can he improve to the front row of the grid? No. Stay sixth. Quartararo's on the lap. Vinales on the well, Quartararo's is on the lap, lost it. Yellows are out sector one. Miller expecting a three-place grid penalty as well for crashing under yellow in free practice 4. Bagnaia, yellow flag in. Bagnaia, 1:19.931. Bagnaia has pole, and nobody else improving due to that first sector. Quartararo's backed out of it across the line as well. That's it. Peppo Bagnaia has pole position for the German Grand Prix as Quartararo's bike twitches coming into that first corner. So it's pole position for Peppo Bagnaia for the German Grand Prix of 2022. And I must admit, it is a good result. Second for Quartararo, third for Zarco, Aleix Espargaro fourth, Di Antonio fifth, Miller is sixth, Marini seventh, eighth for Martin, who's had his lap time cancelled due to yellows. Further down, then we'll get Maverick Vinales, Nakagami, Pizzecchi, and Johan Mir in 12th position. Bagnaia starts on pole for the German Grand Prix. Tensions are rising out there on the grid as well. Fabio Quartararo on pole position, not. It is going to Peppo Bagnaia. Fabio Quartararo starting second on the grid. As you're watching there, just watching and looking very calm and cool indeed. Out on the circuit, track temperature 52 degrees. Air temperature 35 degrees as well. It is really, really hot. 5 minutes to go then until the start of the German Grand Prix for MotoGP. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box as well. We're about to get started. A load of action ahead of us. There's your starting grid just alongside you. 30 laps ahead of us as well. Megan Birch isn't with us for this race here, the halfway stage. She's taking the weekend off as well. So we will have a guest, as you can see by the chair, as we're coming in now. Hard front and rear then for Alicia Spargo to battle with the heat conditions. I'm sure you all saw in the qualifying highlights exactly how difficult it's been out there. The heat has been riling up the temperature throughout the weekend as well. Having a good bike setup has been key across the practice sessions as well. It's a full capacity crowd here. 90,000 are in the circuit today. Across the entire weekend, over 230,000 people have made their way in as we get ready for this one. Now, what the starting tyres are, we're not entirely sure. Usually we would get told that, but this is the current grid line-up. If we just take away the German Grand Prix factors of practice 4, and get that back into position. Darren Binder in there as well. A reminder as well, by the way, just look at that live editing. Only 23 cars will take part in this one as well for the German Grand Prix. As we've got no Alex Rins due to his crash in Barcelona, breaking his left wrist. It's time for action then. Sit back and enjoy the 2022 German Grand Prix. Bagnaia on pole, Quartararo second, Zarco third. Who's going to win? Time will tell. Engine notes are firing up in the background as well. It's the halfway stage of the 2022 MotoGP season, the German Grand Prix. Pepper Bagnaia has pole position on the first row. Alongside him is Fabio Quartararo and Johan Zarco. Row 2, Alicia Spargo, Fabio Di Giannantonio and Jack Miller start 6th, but he has a long lap penalty for crashing under yellow in free practice 4. On rows 3 and 4, Luca Marini starts 7th, Jorge Martinez 8th, Maverick Vinales is 9th, Takiki Nakagami 10th, Marco Bezzecchi 11th and Johan Mir in 12th. Row 5, Paul Espargaro 13th, Miguel Oliveira 14th and Brad Binder is 15th. Row 6, Alex Marquez, Enea Bastianini and Stefan Bradl. Row 7, Andrea Dovizioso, Franco Morbidelli and Remy Gardner. And on row 8, Ralph Fernandez and Darren Binder. Alex Rins has been ruled out after his Barcelona crash and broken left wrist. He withdrew after free practice 3. Marc Marquez isn't here for the first time in the German Grand Prix in its running as well, which means the King of the Iron Throne, the King of the Ring here, Marc Marquez, will not be racing. So who's going to claim the throne and be the first one to sit at the top of the timesheets for the first time since 2013? Marquez has never been defeated in this circuit, and technically he still hasn't because he's not racing here today. So that's going to be an interesting factor. Pepper Bagnaia, just saw, is wearing a T-shirt underneath his leathers to try and absorb some of the sweat around this circuit. 95,214 people are here, and this is the biggest single sporting event in Germany since COVID began. That's absolutely fantastic. Conditions are superb. 52 degrees is the track temperature. 35 degrees the track temperature. 25% humidity. I wish it was the same up here in the UK as well, but it is actually colder than it has been all weekend long. It's 17 degrees, but right now it's only feeling like 7. So there's a strong breeze coming across our commentary box area as well. Maybe our Hawaiian shirt and shorts was not the best idea in this weather. The bikes are coming up to the grid then to start the procedure for the 5 red lights. Marc Marquez won here. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 21. We didn't race here in 2020 due to COVID. Who is going to have the go-to down towards turn 1? Are we going to have any drama? Championship on the line. Fabio Quartararo leads the standings. Can he still do it? Pepper Bagnaia has got to win. green flag in the back, all eyes to the red lights. The German Grand Prix is go, and it's a good start from Bagnaia, but Quartararo's gone with him. Alicia Spargro's jumped up to third place and hold it. Quartararo leads on the inside in towards turn one. Are we going to have any crashes? No, they've all made it through. It's Quartararo versus Bagnaia already at the front as the race heats up as well. He's gone ahead, he had the inside line round the long sweeping turn 3 as well, and Castrol Omega back up the hill to turn 4, 5 and 6 at third gear, 115 kilometres an hour, and already it is a perfect start for Quartararo ahead of Bagnaia, but Bagnaia's gone with him. Aleix has jumped from 4th to 3rd. It may not sound impressive, but he cut across the track and shut Zarco down in a perfect getaway. No jump starts, says Race Control. That's absolutely fantastic to hear. As Bagnaia, beaten by Quartararo off the line, is hunting him down as they change down through turn 11, drop down around about 60 metres downhill to sea level as well, swinging back around into turn 12 on the Sachin curve, turn 13 the quicken back, and raising back up the hill again. Out of the last corner, Maverick Vinales makes a move on Luca Marini for 7th position as well. And now down the back straight away, Quartararo's going to have to go defensive. 1 lap down, Bagnaia goes to the inside line, and Pepper's going to run him out wide. Aleix looks back, and Bagnaia goes too deep, and they make contact. They bang each other. Quartararo retakes the lead. Bagnaia down to 2nd, and they run shoulder blade to shoulder blade. It was fantastic, as now it's still going on at turn 3. Miller's got his long lap penalty that we told you about in the pre-show. Now Quartararo is holding the advantage. Bagnaia's going with him. Quartararo and Zarco coming in. It's a dogfight in Germany, and it's just what we wanted to see as they head back through turn 7 and the Carthalian turn. 4th gear at 155 kilometres an hour as Jack Miller, who I think has served his long lap penalty, maybe. No, he hasn't. He's only just giving it this lap. He's passing Fabio Di Gianantonio for 5th position, but he'll have to get that place back soon. Zarco is up to 4th as well, and that's Zarco on the inside, and down at turn 11, at one of the fastest parts of the track. Zarco has definitely got some grunt, and he passes Alicia Spargro for 3rd place, almost putting him on the green area of the track. That was absolutely spectacular. Bastianini's dropped down, says SHT as well. He has dropped down the order. Quartararo with a 1:22.068 is the fastest so far. Into the braking zone at turn 1 we go as well. There's all sorts of drama further back. Luca Marini having a little bit of a battle as well with Jorge Martin. What an opening lap. Let's take a look at how things stand and what tyres they're on, crucially enough, at the moment. That's what we need to see. So who's on the medium rear? Quartararo, medium rear tyre, the same as Vinales and Pol Espargaro. Bastianini on medium front, hard rear. Everyone else is hard, as things currently stand in this race. That is the key at the moment. What a fantastic race this is turning out to be here. We're on lap 3 of this race. And there's a lot more action still coming up throughout the field. Let us know, by the way, if we're still on air, because I'm being told that we might have a bit of a problem with the internet. So if we are on air, let us know. It's been playing up all weekend long as well. Our YouTube chat has actually stopped, so we're looking okay. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? There we go. Let's get back to the right screen, shall we? This is Quartararo leading the way. He's got a 5/10 advantage as we're on board shoulder cam with Fabi. Into the last corner, the Quickenbeck turn 13, 100 kilometres an hour, 3rd gear corner, keeps on the accelerator, and it's a long drag, and he's actually pulled down a half a second advantage now on the board, so a big improvement there from the field as, our internet connection, he's done it again! He's done it again! Surely not, he's done it again! Pepe Bagnaia has crashed out at turn 1, and he's done it again. How many times does he have to crash? Pepe Bagnaia, are we sure he's MotoGP material? He keeps crashing out in important situations. His title is now absolutely done, and that is for sure. I do not believe it. Absolutely. And Johan Mir's crashed out. Mir's crashed out too. So that's 2 retirements at the first corner. Did Mia crash into Bagnaia? It's a multiple crash. We didn't. All we saw was Bagnaia on the deck. We didn't see anything else. Let's take a look on the replay. Mia's definitely not hit him. Bagnaia turns in. He's going to lose the front. Bagnaia drops away. Where's Mia? Bagnaia's in the track. Where's Johan? Has he crashed under yellows? Yes, he has. I have a penalty for that. Completely on his own. The bike just slips out from under him. Peppo Bagnaia. I don't believe it. Track temperature 52 degrees, of course. You can't believe it at some point. Yellow flags are out. Oh, hang on a minute. Yellows are out. As sector 4 as well, as Jack Miller takes his long lap penalty under that yellow. Bad day for the factory Ducatis. Why is there a yellow in sector 4? Johan Mia's crashed. Bagnaia's crashed. Binder's crashed. Darren Binder has crashed out of the race. So that's why the yellows are out in sector 4. So 3 retirements in a lap. Unbelievable. Mia went down completely on his own, we believe, as well. So now, Aleix Espargaro is third in this race, and he's still the closest competitor. He came into this race, Bagnaia was 66 points back from Fabio Quartararo. It's now increased it. Quartararo will lead by 31 points to this championship to Aleix Espargaro, 61 to Zarco, and 77 to Bastianini. This is Quartararo's championship with half the year still to go. You can't write this stuff. You really can't. Unbelievable. Drama. Battling. Constantly. This is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. As the race continues on. 26 to go. 5 down. And 1.2 seconds now. Quartararo has over Johan Zarco. What a thrilling Grand Prix. Grid Network, I can't believe it. On his own as well. Bagnaia again, man, says SHT. Josh says very quick lights on and off. It was as well. Very interesting MotoGP session. I haven't seen all those messages that come through. This track is messed up. It really is. There's Bagnaia walking in to the back of the pit lane. Let's see it again from on board. That's 2 races running now. Bagnaia scored no points. Maybe even 3 if he was out in the last one. He won in Italy, didn't he? So win to outer low. He just dropped it on his own as well. He can't keep doing this. If I was Ducati, I would consider sacking both of them. Miller's not been performing well. Bagnaia keeps on crashing. He's a hothead in the situation. I can't believe he's done it again. That's his 5th retirement this year in 10 races. And you're expected to win championship. That bike is capable of a world championship, but not with them two at the helm. Absolutely not. Zarco and Martin have been doing a better job for Ducati this year than the actual factory Ducatis. And it's the same bike. That's all you need to know. All you need to know. Quartararo at the moment then. Again, every time he qualifies on pole, he throws it away. It's just a running habit now. Fabio Quartararo then, the 2021 world champion, the young Frenchman, 23 years old, just leads the way. Casually doing 295 kilometers an hour into the braking zone for turn number 1 as well. Marshall cam as well, so Josh plays, yeah, brilliant cameras as well. The MotoGP always good for the Marshall cameras. As they swing through. I think our tweet deck is working. It's just taking its own time about it. Up here in the comms box. Laptop has been an absolute pain in the backside today as well. So apologies if tweet deck's not working all that well. We're going to come up to the camera while the laptop gets restarted, we're being told, because everything's crashed. So well done, MacBook and Virgin Media Internet as well. Having a problem out there today, it looks like. As the field continues on. And what's happened to Nakagami's crashed out. And Nakagami again, well, this is getting ridiculous. That's his 5th crash of the weekend. Another rider. Nakagami for sure not worthy of MotoGP. So that's another yellow flag deployed for Nakagami. You just can't write this stuff today. You really can't. The riders who are usually crashing are crashing out there on the circuit. Nakagami goes down and takes it out. For all the talent we've seen in Moto3 and Moto... And that's Alex Marquez out! Alex Marquez is out of the race in the pit lane. When did that happen? Both of the LCR Hondas are out of the race. So it's only 18 riders left in this race. Nakagami out, Marquez out, Binder is out, Bagnaia out. Miomia out. You can't keep up with this. Absolutely insane. One day, we'll get some MotoGP riders who can actually do the job and race hard. So, as things stand as well, 23 laps to go of this race. Let's take a look quickly at the battle camera to show you. Alex Marquez looked down in the pit lane. The rest of the field closing in. Hard tyres seem to be working. As yellow's still out, by the way, in Sector 3 for Nakagami's crash. What a dramatic turn of events this is turning out to be for the Grand Prix. I'd never seen anything like this before, ever. The German Grand Prix always provides us with an entertaining Grand Prix. It certainly has this time out. Never seen anything change like this before. As the race continues, we've got 8 down, 23 to go. Yellow flag is still out there. Quartararo now takes it on to 22 to go. As we're just getting the laptops back operational as well. Oh, Quartararo's a little bit shaky. Down to that first corner, and he actually missed the apex, did it? He did. So he missed the apex. Naughty, naughty. You'll be on that one as well. If you're not careful, that part of the track is dangerous for dropping people. We saw it in Moto 2 and Moto 3 this morning. The easiness it takes to just drop the bike in separate parts as they come through. And that is Quartararo, as I said, when the bike was stepping out of the back. A mega save as well, with it drifting at the back on the rear brakes as well, dancing with the throttle absolutely brilliantly. But that has lost him time. It's now a 1.3 second gap. Zarco's beginning to hunt him down. Yellow flag has now been retrieved for the German Grand Prix. And if we do a quick look at the moment, Zarco is the gap between himself and Aleix Espargaro's 1.251. So it's getting close out there. Zarco could actually get the win. Can Zarco win his first ever MotoGP race? He started in Qatar in 2017 alongside Jonas Foggia as well. Jonas Folger, sorry. And of course, Folger battling a lifelong condition. We send him our best all the time. Folger very nearly beat Marc Marquez here back in 2017 as well. As up the inside, Miller can't get it stopped at 1. He tried to pass Fabio Di Giannantonio on the Grenesci. Didn't work out. Just went straight on through the first part of the track. So it's all chaos here today, isn't it? As usually, Megan keeps an eye on the timing screens. I have to do it manually myself. Well, as Luca Marini trying to get past Brad Binder out there. And let me tell you one thing as well. It's not the right part of the track to try and have an overtaking manoeuvre, because 9 times out of 10 you'll hit the deck hard when you're battling others. 36.1 is now the air temperature, track temperature 52 degrees out there as well. And Nakagami, by the way, we're being told rider okay. There was a little bit of a worry about him, whether or not he would make it back to the pit lane, but I'm being told he's A-OK. Adam says as well, hi Josh, enjoy the MotoGP and F1 race. Have a blessed day and happy Father's Day to your dad. Thank you very much. He was supposed to be joining me, but he's a bit busy at the moment, so he's going to turn up at some point. 10 down, 20 to go in this race, so he will turn up hopefully. If not, doesn't really matter, I can handle it on my own. His day. Megan is having a weekend off after doing Le Mans. I never get a weekend off as they come through. Aleix Espargaro running in 3rd place then. Oh, and he's gone very deep in towards turn 1 as well. Mavis Vinales nearly got through there. And look at that for the Aprilia. Massimiliano Rivolo as well was going like this as well, just holding the back of his hair, thinking as well, you don't want to make a mistake. Don't want to throw away some decent points. Right now, they're 2nd in the World Championship with Aleix Espargaro, only 31 points back with 10 races to go. After this one, it will be easy, absolutely easy to get Quartararo. All it takes is a few mistakes, and Fabio is going to tracks he doesn't like. Next up as well, Assen. Very hard track. Aleix likes Assen. So we'll hopefully have a better race run as the field continues to spread around. I'm delighted to say I've got my live timing back now at the moment, which is great news. And I can actually see you all now on the YouTube chat. So we're back in business finally as well. Josh says, I love Assen as a circuit. Great, the TT next weekend. The Dutch TT in just 7 days' time alongside the British Touring Car Championship before we go on a 5-week break from MotoGP. SHT says, Bagnaia right now is like 2015 Marc Marquez, who got so many DNFs that season he did. As well, after winning 2 titles in 13 and 14, had a horrible 15 when he was racing against the 2 Yamahas of Rossi and Lorenzo. Resulted, of course, in that famous kick from Valentino Rossi in Malaysia. As the race goes on with lap 12 of 30, 19 to go. Lap 15, of course, will be halfway in this race. And this is going to be fantastic. Look at Quartararo now on board, just coming through the swinging section, through turns 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 as well, and 10. The long sweeping lefts as well through Carthalion. And I think now at the top of Audi Brook as well at turn 8 and 9. Now, yeah, downhill to turn 10 for switching back to turn 11. A right-hander, one of only 3 at 6th gear. 275 kilometers an hour, back to the 2 lefts to round out the track. Yeah, it's amazing here. I'm not even making it up. You can see the track guide below you onto the timings at the bottom there. It is right-hand corners 3, left-hand corners 10. That's how many we have got to battle on as well. As Quartararo leads across the line. Moto 3 and Moto 2 this morning, we're having this same problem as well, with leaders getting out front and winning by around about 6 seconds. It was the battle for second place that was actually more dramatic and chaotic, and it's looking to be a similar situation here today as well, as they run through. And Aleix Espargaro is holding back Maverick Vinales now. So they've been having another run between each other. And Aleix is looking very slow now. He's definitely holding up Maverick Vinales on the back of this battle. There's Marc Marquez watching the German Grand Prix from his home. The undisputed king of the ring as well here. Never ever lost a race in his career at this circuit. Of course, technically he's still undefeated because he hasn't actually lost anything. Ian Birch has walked into the back of the box. Hopefully he's seen some of it. If not, do you want me to catch you up? Hello, Dad.
Yeah, catch me up.
Bagnaia crashed.
All I've been doing is getting messages off Marc Marquez about how he wishes he was there.
Well, to catch you up, Bagnaia crashed at turn 1. Again from pole position. He's lost out. Mia crashed with him, but in separate accidents. Binder crashed. Marquez
Do you think
is
that's
retired.
to do with Mia's?
Possibly, yeah. And
I thought Mia wasn't racing.
No, that's Rins. He's not racing. Mia's racing. And Nakagami crashed out as well. So we're now in a position.
Darren Binder and Alex Marquez are at the back with a P. What's the P
Pit
stand?
lane. Yeah, they both retired in the pits.
Both retired, right.
Yeah. Binder crashed at the turn 13 and brought into the pit lane. Mark just retired from the race Alex Marquez retired from the race in an unknown circumstance. We still don't know what happened, but both of the LCRs are out of it as well.
Quartararo was excellent yesterday. He just seemed like he was holding back.
Yeah, and he has now 1.4 seconds ahead. He took the lead at the start, by the way, into turn 1, breezed through, got the lead done there as well.
Has Jack Miller done his lap yet?
Yeah, Jack has done his lap as well, and he's back past Fabio.
Oh, that's good. If
he's
back in 5th.
Yeah, he started 6th, dropped back to 9th.
I know rules are rules, but you've got to have an understanding. The light had not been turned off.
Yeah.
There was nobody in the gravel. There was no bike there, no people there.
Yeah, and he crashed on his own as well.
And he crashed on his own. It's the yellow flag should have been turned off, but instead of saying yes, it was our fault, they punished the rider.
Yeah, it's been like that all weekend long as well. In fact, in the Moto 3 race that happened earlier on this morning, a rider crashed out and apparently was laid in the gravel for a lap and a half, not moving. The marshals couldn't get to him because it was one of the fastest parts of the track, and no red flag. So the FIA stewards aren't happy.
They're obviously opening the
Father's
Father's Day cards instead of watching the race.
Yes, happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
Adam's also wished you as well, says a happy Father's Day to your dad as well.
Yeah, thank you.
As they all come through. It's your day. 2 days. That's not fair.
My day.
We only get one as they come through. Yeah, I get a birthday. You get 2.
I get a birthday and a
Father's Day,
Father's Day.
Oh,
of course, you were born on the same day as the Queen.
I was, yes. Technically, I should have 2.
So you always get a big parade and
That's true, yeah.
42-gun salute.
Yes. And at the moment, Quartararo...
He expects it as well. I've got all the fireworks in the garden every year.
I think we've still got some fireworks actually, but
We have,
Quartararo's moving around on that bike a lot on their shoulder camera, having some more problems out there again. Brad says this motorbike race is boring. Give it time; it'll heat up. We're getting the positions it needs to be.
It's usually the last 8 laps that they start. They're saving tyres.
Yeah,
Getting in position and saving tyres at this point, aren't they?
Yeah, it's 52-degree track temperature, so they're just boiling the hards at the moment.
You get through the first 4 laps and you think, where am I? I'm settled, right? And there is a lot of them nowadays who actually do their own pace and work out their own pace, and it's irrelevant where they are in the field to them. They figure out that they'll get points in the end. These are the guys that are not in there to win, you know. And if you're not in there to win, what are you there for?
Maverick's having a look. He wants a podium away from Aleix, and Aleix has gone too deep again into that first corner. So Espargaro struggling on that Aprilia on the front tyre. Maverick looks like he wants to pounce. He's been quick all weekend as well, getting through into qualifying number 2. Vinales started this race in 9th position as well, and I think it's his second highest. He goes well at Germany, Barcelona, and he goes well at Assen, of course, next weekend in the Dutch TT as they come through.
I was expecting Remy to be doing better than he is. I know he's on an inferior bike, as is Dovizioso and Morbidelli, and but you do expect them to be better than that. And how come nobody can make the Honda work when Mark's not there?
It's really that's the problem. We're building a bike for only one rider in the form of...
What are they, 9th and 10th?
In the championship, Paul Espargaro's 11th, and Stefan Bradl's on the 18th place at the moment, so that's how bad they are in the race at the moment going on. Paul's dropped back, actually. He was 9th in this one.
Of course, they're the lighter orange, aren't they?
Yes, the darker one, I think, is the KTM Red Bull factory,
Yeah, the KTMs,
So hard to work out who's who.
I'd love to see... I don't understand why the KTMs do better than a lot of the factory teams.
Yes. Oh, hang on. This is Johan Mir's crash.
I know they're Red Bull, and they get a lot of money each year, but they just seem to have it all spinned up. There's the other Suzuki.
Yeah, so that's what happened to Johan Mir. The only Suzuki in this race crashed out. And that's what happened down there. And they look happy, don't they? They should have put Sylvain Gantoli on the other bike in free practice. So either they had someone riding out there. So Mir just dropped it on the inside. Exactly the same thing, but earlier on in turn 1 compared to Bagnaia. Still might get a penalty, though, because he crashed under yellow. As look at this. Is that Jack Miller coming back into the play now? So Miller for a podium could be happening now as well with 14 laps to go. Past half distance here. And, Quartararo's got a 1.6 second advantage. It's the same as what we saw in Moto 3.
Have you not kept faith with BT Sport? Or is this
is BT.
It's not ITV4 World Feed.
No, I've taken BT still. I just left it on.
It's ITV1 anyway now.
It's ITV1, for the main.
Trying to get... They lost that much sport on ITV that they're actually putting stuff on ITV1 instead of their sport channel ITV4.
Yeah, touring cars got on
Sport
there.
in the 60s. That's what ITV4 is.
And that is Fabio Di Gianantonio slipping up the inside of Jorge Martin for 6th position.
Zarco did well yesterday.
Yeah.
He I don't know, and there's a funny picture. If anybody wants to go on social media, right, they were all complaining how hot it was, 70 degrees yesterday, and things like that. And there's a picture of Zarco in the entertainment area, the food area, in just his underpants, sat at the table.
Well, it was pretty much like that as well.
I think he did have a hat on, though.
Oh, okay, that's something then. That's a very Lando Norris thing to do, actually, to be fair, as they come through. And just being also informed that Nakagami has been summoned to the stewards. Don't know why. So maybe he's crashed too many times. And
Aleix is in 3rd place. Let's hope that he doesn't wave his arms up and say that he's finished.
Barcelona 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he wants that podium back. He threw away some really good points there.
And he's not one of these guys that doesn't give a damn.
Oh, Vinales has gone wide. Vinales outbraked himself.
Yeah, he did.
And
he's got something wrong.
Yeah, he's looking back, isn't he?
Yeah, he's looking back to see exactly where he's
Chicati just like,
I think he did the old miss a gear there.
Yeah, so he's looked down just to check he's not leaking oil. So that's Jack Miller up into 4th place then, setting off after Vinales making a mistake. We cut to the one guys there because Gigi Delineo was just looking around in the Ducati team principal.
Yeah, to say to the guys, I don't think there's out wrong with the bike there.
No, we're still on
He
with
must
this,
have
aren't
missed
we?
a gear.
Yeah, they're still in this, even though Jack Miller's fourth at the moment. If they can get a podium out of this, it'd be damage limitation for Ducati. But Zarco P2 looking good. And there's Pepe Bagnaia as well. Got to start questioning his
Second
talent.
race in the...
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, didn't he get taken out?
Yes, but this is,
Here we go.
he has crashed several times here this weekend. That's what happened.
Oh, no, he
dropped
dropped it. He dropped it. He lost the front end, didn't he?
Oh, and Vinales is down again. Vinales, I think he's dropped down to 9th, so Vinales must have a problem.
I don't think you can question Bagnaia's talent. It's his experience.
Yeah, that's the thing, it's the experience.
It's experience. It's like Cal. The older Cal got, the better he got.
Vinales is... Oh, there's gravel
You
on the track.
can't all be geniuses like Quartararo and a certain
Yes,
Mr. Rossi.
There's gravel on the track at the top of the hill at Audi Brook as well. I wonder if they'll keep an eye on that, if it's been blown on.
No problem for 4 wheels, but 2 wheels, it could be deadly.
And Vinales has dropped to 10th place now, so that Aprilia's got a problem as well. So you are right, maybe he's dropping gears.
Pleased to say that anybody who saw the race, the Moto 3 race earlier, Oggy is fine. He's just a bit sore.
That's good news then.
You know, I mean, that was a great slam on the back. When he had a high side. Anybody who hasn't seen it, he had a high side in one of the corners and just slammed down on the gravel on his back.
Oh, it turned in and the rear locked. The rear brake locked. As Vinales is in the pit lane, Maverick Vinales is out of the Grand Prix of Germany. And there he is, look. He's giving out the rear is locking. And the bike's dying, so the Aprilia's given up, and a good haul of points is gone. And look at Jack Miller going for 3rd. He's right in the back of Aleix Espargaro now.
I think you got that right because of the fact that the rear wheel was jumping, as if it's going.
Look at the brakes as well.
And it's smoking at the rear brakes.
And now the battle is on as Morbidelli passes Paul Espargaro for 12th. The battle's on for 3rd. Aleix versus Miller.
I am so pleased for Aleix that he's up in 3rd place. I know there's 11 laps to go. Let's hope he can. Him and Zarco, and that's a French 1-2 at the moment. Let's hope he can be a Spanish meat in the sandwich there.
Looks like it, yeah.
Then it'll make up, because he is really a lad that cares, and he'll remember that forever. Whereas the likes of Marc Marquez and that just go, oh well, move on to the next one. He's a different type of person.
That's Maverick Vinales coming back into the pit lane again, right? Because
he's just retired.
Yeah. So I think that was a replay, but they didn't show the first half of the graphic. So they cut to it like it was a live picture. And I was slightly confused there because I thought we'd just seen that image, but it was a replay. Now we're back with live pictures.
It is very hot there, and the guys that cut this up.
Yeah, they're boiling in the trucks.
They're amazing,
Well, trail braking is Jack Miller, and he's going for it. Oh, and then he clipped the back wheel as well. Bit similar to what happened to Sam Lowes in Moto 2 with Pedro Acosta, where it was front wheel to rear wheel, and he saw the smoke blowing off as well
every
the last corner.
Every time someone does one of these things to the cameras, one of the lads that in the cutting section, right, cuts up a little replay just in case. Half of them aren't used. Yeah. But it's up to the producer. But if he goes, give us a replay, he's got to be able to press the button.
Press it back quickly, yeah. SHT says as well, Repsol Honda also have a curse with Jorge Lorenzo 2019 is performing so bad that season as well, he was. And they're just so bad lately without Mark Racing. It's definitely the case as well.
It's nothing to do with the engines. They are made 15 miles from here and there. No, we're never going to say there's anything wrong with the engines for Repsol Honda.
It's just the bike, the aero setup as well. It's
that's
so
not made. That's made in Spain. So.
Yeah. And Japan, some of it as well. Yeah. Throw it there. And look at this.
Very little of it is made in Japan.
Yeah, it's mainly made in Europe, isn't it, the bikes as well?
Yeah.
Go, 4 abreast. As that is the battle with Martin, Di Giannantonio, Marini and Binder throwing up for P5. It's all sorts of dramas. Quartararo's now 2.9 seconds ahead of Zarco as Miller again tries to find the overtaking spot down towards turn 1. Still can't do it. Further behind, Marini's under... Oh, hang on. No, Marini's under pressure from Di Giannantonio. Binder's looking too. Binder's going up the inside of Fabio Di Giannantonio. And what's happened to Digi? Because he's lost 2 places there in the space of a corner. So Digi's dropped back into P9.
It could be the fact that when we come to the 10 to 5 laps to go, between 10 and 5 laps to go, this is where the front wheels and the rear wheels start squeaking themselves in the corners and before you start losing grip.
Yeah.
And Digi's probably feeling a bit of movement from his back wheel.
We're being told Vinales is retired with a ride height device issue that was pushing the tyre to brake itself. So it was brake the tyre. So the ride height spring had broke. It was bumping it down, and it was braking the rear tyre. That's why he suddenly sat up as Jack Miller is closing down on Aleix Espargaro now. The two old guys of MotoGP are hunting themselves a podium here, and Miller wants to make a look through on the inside. Still can't do it.
I love Jack. And, he takes his earplugs out with a pair of thin nose pliers. Opens bottles of beer with his teeth.
I say old guys. Jack Miller's 27 years old, but he doesn't look it, does he? He looks quite old. He looks
and
a bit
decides
older.
he'll take up golf, and he's a natural at it.
Poles dropped down to 16th. He's been passed. And Jack Miller's going to go late on the brakes. It's towards turn number 1. It's going to trail break him, though. He's going to have to get that stopped. But so, again, Aleix takes second place back. Miller had to go for it as the 44th Pol Espargaro is coming to the pit lane. So Pol Espargaro is out of the German Grand Prix.
Another Honda bites the dust.
How many? Yeah, that's 3 Hondas.
Yeah. It's is it like in Formula One that let's get serious? The engines could be overheating, but it looks like it's the brakes overheating.
Air temperature 36 degrees, track temperature 52 as well, humidity at 25%, so it's hot, it's humid, and it's sticky track temperatures. It doesn't like that Honda as well. So how many Hondas we actually had out? Marquez, Nakagami now, Pol out, and Bradl's only 16th place, so practically no points at all for them.
To be honest, you don't expect this sort of weather in England and in Germany, do you?
No, you don't. It's all blowing up from Spain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's that big breeze that blew all the heat over. Wish we could see it in the UK.
It was
on Friday.
Very hot here this morning.
Marini up the inside, passing Jack Mir. I nearly did it again, Libby. Jorge Martin as well on the inside. Of course, because of Jack Miller and Jorge Martin, Libby has a friend called Jack Martin. I keep saying that instead. As well as I can. So I did it again on the inside.
He's doing very well because he only started riding a bike about an hour ago.
So it's Jorge Martin who drops down into 6th position. He's been passed by Luca Marini as well, the brother of Valentino Rossi. And this is the look at, I believe, one of the Primacs, and that was Zarco. As now we cut back to
now that his brother's retired. Have you seen that Marini is his style of his hair and his the way he cuts his beard and he's
coming back, isn't it?
Yeah. He's out the influence of his brother, definitely.
The riding style, though, is becoming a bit wild, like Rossi in the early days as well. Pre-early days.
That's because he's been left to do his own thing for a change.
Is that what we see as well?
It was very tough on him, right? When you've got a brother that's a GOAT, greatest of all time, right? It's very hard for the youngster to come out of that shell.
So it could be said for the racing sons.
He's naturally,
he's
naturally going to take advice. Oh yeah, I know. Mick Schumacher can't have any influence from his father, but he's got his uncle. He's got his father's best friend who used to drive for Ferrari,
and Seb, of course.
Seb, there all the time. Plus, the girl that used to be Michael's manager is the girl that looks after him in the pits. Yeah. Not the
pit girl,
but she's his manager, like she was his father's, and she looks after him like a son. It's
a really beautiful relationship.
I'd love to have been a fly on the wall when Seb and him got together over that crash the other week.
Oh, in Miami? Yeah, they came together.
It was definitely Mick's fault.
Yeah, I think they said it was no worries, didn't he? Seb took it as like it happens. Yeah.
Seb would never have a go at him.
Look at this. We've got every driver on board open at the moment. We can only see the top 4 of the screen, but that's where the battles are. Quartararo is 4 seconds ahead of Zarco. It seems to be the thing here in Germany that if you're in the lead, we saw it in Moto 3 and Moto 2, you're going to win by a number of seconds. It's just happening again and again out there at the moment. Repsol last, looking like Ferrari 2020, says SHT. Yeah, down in the moment.
For those of you who don't know, Mick's excuse for going up the inside and braking too late was he had something wrong with his brakes.
Yeah, on the restart, he cooked them after the safety car later on in Miami, so that's what happened as well.
Anyway, 5 laps to go. This is when it goes to the phase that I've noticed that where there's it's the ones that have in the midfield are
Start
now
to come through. Yeah,
jostling.
look at this. And this is it for the battle for second again. He's going to have to get that stop
He's
for
gone
getting
wide
the
'cause he
gravel.
hasn't got the tyres underneath him to do it, has he?
Yeah, Jack Miller up the inside of Alicia Spargo
Come on,
trying to
Jack.
make the move, but it didn't work. Alicia takes it.
Think about these things. He's got so much experience, but unfortunately, Zarko has as well. And a space as Alicia's got
race win on his belt now.
absolutely. Was it 188 races or something?
206.
206.
Yeah. I think
Right.
Zarko.
And he's finally got a bike underneath him that can do things.
Yes, after, how old is he? He's 32 years old. And in a total of about 13 years in this paddock, it was his first win last time out.
Yeah.
Total, actually, he's been in here for over 18 years. Valencia 2004 was his first race in the 125cc category. Then he went on as well and started in 250. Then he did MotoGP. And then back to
look
Moto2.
at that though. Zarko's got a 4.4, nearly 4.5 seconds gap. It is now 4.5 seconds, right? It's because Fabio just
pushed out.
He's just pushing on, and Johan has given up.
Yeah, he's settled for second.
He's settled for second. That's why it's increasing, isn't it?
Zarko's after a factory seat again next year on the Ducati, and I think he might get it back, especially. But she's got a bit too deep towards turn one.
Because Fabio's times per lap are roughly the same, aren't they?
They've all been doing about a 121 point again. So I want to see we'll usually get it up in the last 2 laps or so, the counter. But I think Quartararo has been consistent throughout it. Zarco's lapping on a 121.7, Quartararo at 121.5 as Dovi passes Gardner for 14th place. So the last points paying positions as well with 15th. Switch over again. There's Stefan Bradl, 16th at the moment on his home Grand Prix. Back in 2014, he started on pole position and led the opening 3 laps. The German crowd went absolutely bonkers. Now he's right at the back of the field.
But you must also realise that he is one of the presenters of the German coverage, and it's just the reserved rider, you know, and you know, these bikes and the fitness level needed when you're, it's like Sylvain. You know, Sylvain nearly had a ride here today.
And he didn't want to, did he?
He really didn't want to because he doesn't think he's fit. He needs a week to get to fitness.
Yeah, he said, don't. Yeah, I think he's going to start now.
He brought his levers with him, but
I think he's going to be racing next time out in
it's looking
Assen,
like
isn't it?
that,
because there's no way Rins can get him his
Rins
like
could
that.
pair from what I heard.
Aleix gone wide.
Aleix
Goes wide. Jack Miller takes 3rd position. I saw it on the timing screen before we saw it on the TV pictures. Aleix went deep into turn 2.
Yeah, I think he was trying to save his bike from
I
going
think
over.
Yeah,
I think his front tyres lost.
And that's what now, immediately a second gap. I want to see a replay. Are we going to see a replay? Yes, we are. Okay, so down to turn 1. Aleix hits the brake.
He's
Look, the rear bike's going.
The rear is sliding.
Oh, he went way
and he
too
realised
deep.
he had to slow down because his rear was sliding like mad.
And that's the podium gone for Aprilia.
Yeah, it really isn't a mistake there. It's just the tyres have gone.
Yeah, 3 laps to go. And on this track temperature as well, it's now 52 degrees as well, as we said.
Literally, as he braked, you can see, and you can still see
the wear,
the way his rear wheel is sliding like mad. He's virtually on a toboggan now.
As now sensing a 4th place finish.
No, he's got to finish at fourth and be and just take it.
Get the points.
He's got to make sure. Alicia's got to make sure there's a gap of only 1 second to Rossi's brother, isn't there?
Yeah, Marini. As I'm on the wrong thing, I'm trying to work out what the standings are so I can get those open on the timing app as well. But again, 5.3 seconds, Quartararo leads. It's all the battles going on in the midfield, as you said.
Yeah.
That's really giving the entertainment.
This is where the ones that have saved their tyres and been in the midfield and just been plodding along on each lap really have a chance of getting more points than they would have if they'd have gone for it.
Let's take a look then at the results as things stand. It's Quartararo leading the way, 5.3 seconds to Zarco.
I like them to go for it, though.
I like it to go for it, yeah. Gives them more entertainment. Right, Quartararo's going to lead the title now by 34 points to Aleix Spargo going into the next week. Zarco will be 61 points back. Bastianini 72, Binder 90, Bagnaia 91. So that is equivalent of 4 race wins of Bagnaia with 10 races left. He's out of the title. It's now a question of when's Quartararo going to win it again. You see, Mark goes out of it, and it all changes position.
I mean, it's only last year that there was only 1.5 seconds between the first and the last.
Yeah.
Per lap, and that's that shows these bikes, even the ones at the back, are capable of. I mean, after all, Bradle is on
Mark's bike, yeah.
Mark's bike.
Last lap of the call then for the German Grand Prix. Fabio Quartararo is going to win his 3rd race of the season as well, after taking victory in Catalonia and France.
He looked great yesterday, and so did Zarco and Jack. The ones that did well yesterday, thankfully, have kept on the bike and are doing well today.
Those are clapping for the marshals there as well. Johan Zarco on the podium again. I think for the 3rd time this season maybe as well. So he's doing amazingly well. Miller fights back along that penalty and gets 3rd position. Aleix 4th, I think, is going to feel it the most. But it's been an interesting Grand Prix to packed out fans as well.
Don't you agree, though? Zarco and Miller are very much seen as the second riders.
Yes,
and yet they're consistently
faster,
using their experience and being faster.
Yeah, they are. The older guys in the team are the faster and they're the more competitive. Into turn 12 at the Sachin curve, then into the Quickenberg at turn 13. Well, Marc Marquez has been undefeated here since he started in 2013. He's been crowned King of the Ring. It's time for a new champion on the throne, and it's Fabio Quartararo who becomes the new King of the Sachin Ring and wins the German Grand Prix. Johan Zarco comes home for an emotional second as well. 3rd place for Jack Miller, 4th place for Aleix Espargaro. Marini gets his best ever result in 5th. Martin is 6th. Binder 7th. That's Brad. Di Gianantonio 8th, Oliveira 9th, Bastianini rounds out the top 10, Bezzecchi 11th, Raul Fernandez 12th, Franco Morbidelli 13th, Andrea Dovizioso 14th, and Remy Gardner rounds out the points in 15th place, and Stefan Bradl comes home in 16th position to take home the last position without points. Paul Espargaro, Maverick Vinales, Takiki Nakagami, Alex Marquez, Darren Binder, Pepe Bagnaia, and Johan Mir all out of the German Grand Prix.
Great team effort as well from Yamaha there. It's brilliant, isn't it? The way they all are together in that team.
Yeah.
And it's as long as he keeps that thing closed and doesn't throw his chest protector away, he'll win this completely. He won't get disqualified for throwing it away. What did he get in last year for that?
Ride-through penalty.
So
25 seconds out of time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We all wanted it to be a black flag, but it wasn't a black flag.
Yeah, because the point is, that thing landed on the track, and any of the guys that if they don't see it, if they're waving to the crowd, could have caused themselves damage. Did you see that guy's hat?
Yeah, that was great. And on home soil, Bradl gets a round of applause from these marshals as well, and from his own fans as well. The title defense continues for Fabio Quartararo. Last year's champion takes it on again. Had an incredible gap in the championship now as well as he walks in. Revs up as well, the engines.
I'm pleased because yesterday I thought that they were the 3 best riders, and they've actually, Aleix has something to prove this week to himself, because the rest of us know that even though he did what he did last week, he should have been second.
Should have been second, and he hasn't thrown away the podium, but it was another mistake that he's going to think it was his own mistake, but it wasn't. It was the tyres giving up, and he's going to feel it now going in. Yeah,
it was definitely the tyres this week. You could see as he braked, a slight slip on the rear tyre.
Yeah, they've gotten it. Was track temperature 52 degrees. It was gone anyway. Throughout it all, caps off for everybody there as well. The Frenchman, it's a French 1-2 as well. Quartararo ahead of Zarco, and Miller 3rd.
Whereabouts is the Sachsen Ring?
West Germany.
I know it's West Germany, but is it in south? Is it near the French border?
Not too sure, actually.
Because you seem to have a lot of French people there today.
Let's have a look on Google while we're doing on this. In fact,
25 championship points for Quartararo there. That's 20 and 16 for Jack and Joanne.
Helps up their things, yeah.
That's good points
So
for the two number 2 drivers.
So I need Sachsenring, which is spelled S-A-C.
I love when Mark Webber used to go, not bad for a number 2 driver.
A question, by the way, it's about tonight. Do you reckon or no? Are we going to see? Are we going to see this weekend, by the way, Fernando Alonso take a win in the Grand Prix Canada coming up later?
No, but I hope he gets a podium. He is one of the best positioners of a car.
Yeah,
to the inch.
Yeah, there we are. We're in Cologne, so it's just near Netherlands, Belgium as well.
Border, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's further.
And France is 8 hours away though by car.
Yeah.
But we're right near the Belgium Netherlands border in the Sachsenring.
It's getting back to Alonso. Alonso did amazing yesterday, but it was largely the conditions.
Yeah.
That got him there.
But if he can get ahead into one, we've seen him hold trains up.
Yeah, we can. That's what I mean. He's almost to the inch.
Yeah.
Perfect when he's holding people back. But the grunt of those Red Bulls should pass them.
It's gonna be a fun one.
But I'm hoping he gets a podium.
Yeah.
And you never know. My prediction yesterday, when you told me who was in was that that's good because Max and him will take each other out on the first turn.
And George starts 4th on the grid.
Georgie needs a win. I'll tell you, that car's a very bad car this year.
Where is Jack Miller going? He's 3rd, and he's on the opposite side of the track.
He's going home.
He's on the service road on the outside of the circuit. Oh, hang on, the camera's now got him. Where is Jack Miller? He's not gone to the pit lane. He's gone beyond the outside.
Taking a shortcut. He'll probably come with an ice cream.
He probably will. Going for a beer, I think I heard Neil Hodgson say.
Or a
in
beer.
The earphones. God, I think the crowd are now cheering the fact that Miller has missed the pit entrance. Where's he gone? He's throwing his gloves away. What on earth is he doing? He's got to give the gloves
away, so he's got to get nearer the people.
He's on the bottom of the hill now, and now all the fans are here as well. And he's said, "Come here." He's giving them a burnout as well.
Now he's burning his back tyre out to give a little donut.
A half donut there in front of the fans.
He's on a high, isn't he, today?
And look, Fabio
Jack
Cannavaro.
usually is, though, isn't he?
Fabio Cannavaro wants to get involved now as well. He's come to go to the fans as well. And he's jumped over the barrier. 90,000 people here today as well. He's trying to, and this is his shoulder cam still working. Don't need a cameraman for Fabio Cannavaro. He's got it on board. I thought that wouldn't work across on the bike. That's amazing. And he's had an entrance now.
He's finally found an entrance. Typical, he's things open and the chest protector's gone.
He's going to his fans now, of course, because we're right near the border, aren't we? So, and he's running in 35-degree heat wearing a fire suit. These riders are incredibly fit. He's my age as well. 20th of April, 1999 he was born.
You can't run for a bus.
No, I can't. I'm out of breath now, laughing. First victory on an anti-clockwise circuit for Fabio Quartararo.
He's going to give his boots away.
Is he going to do a shoey? What's he up to? He's going on there.
He's throwing his boots away.
Miller's got through. His boots have been thrown away now as well. And look, he's been told, no, don't do that now. He's still got his socks on.
It's his outer boots. Yeah.
And there goes the second one. In he goes.
And he's He's been gently reminded that he's supposed to be having an interview for TV at this moment.
Yeah, Amy Dargan's is going to be talking to him in a second, I think. I think it is Simon Crayford. I think he's back now after he was ill in Barcelona as well. Not COVID, though.
Well, Amy is dressed for the weather today. She's
on ITV, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's on ITV today, and
Jack.
No leathers for hair today.
That's
Jack,
it.
So that's the
gloves
guy for a t-shirt.
Oh, that was earlier on in the race. So that was before the race started, as well. That Jack want to exchange gloves for a t-shirt, and Jack's gone out and he's bought in the glove. So that fan came down, he saw it, and he gave him the glove post-race. Jack Miller has remembered that 45 minutes after doing a race. What a gentleman he is, isn't he? He's just he saw the glove, and he gave it to him. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful moment. There's Luca Marini. on the Mooney VR46. Look, he's got the Rossi nose, isn't he? And the smile.
Yeah.
There he is. Well done, Luca. 5th place, best ever result in MotoGP as well.
If he hasn't, unfortunately, he's got the Rossi tasting sunglasses as well. Over the years, Rossi has had a million pairs of really weird sunglasses.
Do you remember the one with the love hearts?
Is bad, yeah.
The ones with the love hearts that he had. Where was it? Malaysia one year as well. First victory at this circuit since
Zarco's taken
that
stance now. He's the one with the weird. Man, he's got such a great sense of humour, Zarco, young Zarco.
What a race. That was more fun than the actual Grand Prix at some points as they all cut through. Yeah, Honda here, what a shadow. They've been dominant here since 2013. That's their first time they've never finished outside the points. Marquez usually won it every single time. There's Marco Bezzecchi taking it as well. 11th fastest. As soon as the interviews come on, we'll let you go, by the way. Because I know Kelly Hampton, I think, has arrived. Let's hear from Jack Miller.
I just thought that was great what Marco did to the cameras. Wide-eyed.
Oh, look, there you go. He's getting a pair of scissors to take the
there
earplugs out.
Scissors this time.
Oh, blimey. Let's hear from Jack Miller.
I think they were thin-nosed pliers.
They were all right, yeah.
Podium, the real is back.
No, it felt nice, to be able to attack on the brakes. I mean, I sent in some big lunges. But it gave me confidence, The grip level was really low out there, especially in the beginning. I didn't get away to the greatest of starts, nearly crashed in the long lap. I don't know if it was from when Pecco crashed or if someone had been out, but there was a heap of stones in it. And as I come around, I'm like, hit them all, and I managed to stay on it, didn't lose too much time. I felt I had good pace, just had to manage it bit by bit. I got stuck behind Aleix for a fair bit. He was so deep on the brakes, it was so hard to get it stopped. Actually, I couldn't get past him until he made a mistake. So he was riding well, and sorry for Pecco. That was a real bummer. He did nothing wrong. Just at early stages of the race, the grip was so low. So I really feel for him, but happy to be back up here on the box.
Congratulations, Jack.
Cheers, Simon. Thank you.
Okay.
And Jack Miller finishing, as we say, in 3rd place today, a 1:21.865. He set that on the 4th lap as his fastest as well. And he had to take his long lap penalty for crashing under yellow in free practice 4. And he did do that lap just in time, didn't he? I thought he might cut it across. And this is the move he did on Aleix Spargo. Aleix going too deep into turn 1, like Jack had done a few times. And taking back the position, Miller takes 3rd in this race. And Ian Birch has stepped out of the commentary box. Let's see, GKP Tech says Alonso is getting his elbows out and going to get crashed into. Looking for him, there is no AlphaTauri or Aston Martin near him, but the Hasses are right there. Could be an interesting race, this one in Canada, coming up later. SHC says if Alonso can hold off Sainz till the end, it'll just be mega performance. Grid Network says good race, has 10 races left. Yep. SST says, really hope Haas will have a good pace later so Mick can get his first ever F1 points. Could even be a podium. As Johan Zarco is now with Simon Crafar for 2nd.
Tell us how you feel about it and what were the tricky things to manage out there.
The last laps, as I expected, were pretty difficult. I think we did a good step this morning that we could not see it because I was using a very used tire. But then I've been aggressive enough at the beginning. And when Pecco crashed, I tried to stay with Fabio and I wanted to catch him because I knew he has the medium tire and maybe I can have a chance at the end. But I could not. But trying to catch Fabio, I saved the 2nd place because when I got 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds advantage was useful because the last 3 laps, they were like a nightmare. So I'm pretty happy and I'm tired.
Big congratulations, great job.
He's honestly breathless right now. I've never seen Johan Zarco so breathless in this race before as well. As they come through, I don't know what's happening with the control electronics today as well. But Zarco did a 1:21.718 on lap 3 of 30 to set his fast time. He's 4.9 seconds away for the man who's absolutely dominated today, Fabio Quartararo. His 11th MotoGP victory as well in the Premier class, of course. And it's his 3rd win of the season. He's been out about and everywhere as well. He's come to talk to Simon Crafar. He's had to move down on the pit wall as well. Let's have a word with our race winner, the new king of the Saturn Ring.
Really difficult, and you smashed them. How do you feel about it?
Well, I feel tired. I was sick during all the weekend, and on the race I was a little bit coughing, and yeah, I have no words. We take a choice on the rear tire, the medium, that was really risky, and on the race we were lucky because it dropped much more than expect, but super happy. And today is Father's Day in France, so I didn't say nothing until now, so now I want to say Happy Father's Day.
Congratulations.
Oh, and so say all of us, actually, as well. A happy Father's Day to everyone out there who's watching the race. Hopefully having a great day as well. Let's confirm then. Getting some breath, sorry. Let's get some breath in the body first. Let's confirm how they finished in the German Grand Prix then. It's Fabio Quartararo taking a third win of the season and extending his championship lead as well over Johann Zarco in second position, and Jack Miller in third completes the podium. Aleix Espargaro P4, Luca Marini fifth, Jorge Martin doing a great job today in sixth position as well. Brad Binder seventh, Fabio Di Giannantonio eighth, Miguel Oliveira ninth, and Enea Bastianini rounds out the top 10. Marco Bezzecchi is 11th, Ralph Fernandez 12th, Franco Morbidelli 13th, Andrea Dovizioso 14th, getting some points there as well, which is good news for him, and Remy Gardner in 15th place, the last point-paying position for the Tech 3 KTM factory team. Out of the point, just about, Stefan Bradl, 21 seconds away from that of Remy Gardner as well. Retiring for the race was Paul Espargaro, Maverick Vinales, Tadiki Nakagami crashed out, Alex Marquez, Damon Binder crashed and then returned to the pits. Bagnaia dropped in at the exit of turn 2, the same as Johan Mir on lap 3 of the race. Staying with us, as I'm now going to open up the live world standings for you. And hopefully, as well, they're showing the correct positions as they're just missing one. So if you look at this, and down it goes to show Ralph Fernandez on the graphics department. Well done, team. It's Fabio Quartararo who extends his lead in the championship now on 172 points. He's 34 points clear of Aleix Espargaro in second on 138. Johann Zarco third on 111, clear by Enea Bastianini on 100 points. The top four separated by 72 points as well. Brad Binder moves up to P5. He's on 82 points. He's a point clear of Pepe Bagnaia, who is now level with Jack Miller after today's performance from Miller. The two Ducatis now level on points. Bagnaia, 2 races running, no scored points. It's really not good news as well. They're the last 2 as well before the hundreds come in for gaps as well. Alex Rins is 8th on 69 points, 103 back, the same points as Johan Mir, his teammate as well. Miguel Oliveira rounds out the top 10 on 64 points. Jorge Martin has 61. Marc Marquez not racing, still has 60. Luca Marini 13th on 52 after good points today in 5th place as well, his best finish. Maverick Vinales 14th overall as well with 46 points. Paul Espargaro 15th on 40 points. Tiki Nakagami is 16th, 38. Marco Bezzecchi has 35 and 17th. Alex Marquez, 18th, has 26 points. Further down as well, Franco Morbidelli, 19th, has 25 points. Fabio Di Giannantonio rounds out the top 20 as well on 16 points. Darren Binder and Andrea Dovizioso, the two teammates on the With You Yamaha RNF MotoGP team, are both level on 10 points. What is it with teammates being level on points? That's the third lot of the teams as well. Remy Gardner, 23rd, has 9 points. Ralph Fernandez has 5 points on the board as well on the deck. So that confirms everything as we go back to the classifications from this race and fly back up to the Combox camera. Getting ready as well. Halfway down then in the MotoGP season. Next weekend is the Dutch Grand Prix, the TT Assen as well. The Dutch TT will be the last race before the 5-week summer break. When we return, it'll be the British Grand Prix at Silverstone as well. A lot of look forward to that one coming up shortly as well. Getting ready for the podium, which is a bit late, if you've worked out why, because Miller and Quartararo ran onto the track. That's why we're a couple of minutes late for the podium, but it doesn't matter to us. We haven't got to rush off anywhere. With a reminder, you can join us later on. Set your reminders on YouTube as well. The live stream is up. 7 o'clock tonight, of course. Lights out for the Canadian Grand Prix. We're on air from 6:20 British Summer Time. But you can join us tonight. You can set the reminder now live in the YouTube channel as well for the Canadian Grand Prix. That's coming up later here on the channel. As onto the podium then, Jack Miller as well on the 43 bike, taking his 18th MotoGP podium, his 28th across all classes in his moto career. In the Premier class, it's his 17th podium. Johan Zarco, though, emotionally tired today. It's his 15th MotoGP podium, his 56th career across all classes. And for Fabio Quartararo, the champion from last year, the current championship leader, it's his 26th MotoGP podium, his 30th career podium as well. It will be victory number 11 in MotoGP and victory number 12 in his career as well, as he takes to the top step of that podium and get the trophies presented to him as well. As Zarco just coming onto the podium, Miller ducking away from the heat. It is so hot out there. So, Peter Barman as well presents the Constructors' Trophy to Yamaha. Their first win at this circuit since Valentino Rossi in 2009. Zarco is physically exhausted. He's sat on the podium at the moment. Quartararo is bouncing around like anything, like a bunny, like the Duracell bunny as well. Wolfgang Weger Sachers as well, the president of DMSB, presents the third place trophy to Jack Miller, who gives a little kiss on the side as well. A great result for Miller. Level on points now. We see the current Sachsen ring and then the original street circuit they used to race around here. Hakan Lehmann, the FAM board member, presents second place trophy to Johan Zarco. He's now up on his feet, enjoying that one as well. Beautiful trophy here. The current circuit around the original. And now your race winner, Armin Schutter, the Saxon Minister of the Interior, presents the trophy to Fabio Quartararo, who wins the German Grand Prix. The first different winner since 2013. Marc Marquez has been dominant here. When he comes back, he'll win here. It's champagne time here in Germany. The Deutschland Grand Prix won by Fabio Quartararo. Second place for Johan Zarco. Third place for Jack Miller. Absolutely fantastic. Join us 7 days' time then for the Dutch TT. And join us later on tonight. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel and set your notification bell so you never miss any of our coverage as well. And you can also set the reminder for the Canadian Grand Prix, which is coming next for Formula One. It's going to be an absolute cracker, as I'm sure this was. It's Fabio Quartararo who wins the German Grand Prix. Good night to you all.